All right, picture this. Films that kind of subtly shift the story based on like a feeling you're having, but you haven't even realized you're having it.
Interesting.
And narratives that like twist and turn depending on choices you make almost instinctively.
Wow.
And then virtual actors, but like delivering these incredibly nuanced performances, to the point where it's getting hard to tell what's real and what's not.
Yeah.
This isn't sci-fi anymore.
Right.
This is like where we are, this intersection of AI and entertainment, and it's evolving fast.
It really is.
So welcome to this deep dive where we are going to try to like really wrap our heads around how AI is fundamentally changing the entertainment that we experience that we love,
Absolutely.
but also crucially what it means for you, the listener.
Yeah, because it's changing the experiences you will be having too.
Exactly, yeah.
And we've been, we've immersed ourselves in the research and the developments, all that, to try to bring you guys a clear picture of this exciting landscape. I mean, if you think about it, right? Entertainment, it's always been a reflection of the tech we have available at the time.
Totally.
I mean, think about it. Earliest forms of storytelling, just sitting around a fire,
Right.
to like the crazy visual feasts we get in modern cinema. It's insane.
It's true. It's true.
And AI, I think it represents the next big evolutionary leap.
I think so too.
And we're here to break it all down for you. Like, what does it actually mean for you?
Okay, so let's dive in.
Let's do it.
One of the most immediate impacts of AI in entertainment, right? It's got to be the move towards these truly personalized experiences.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to say it's not just about like throwing out generic recommendations anymore.
Oh, absolutely not. It's way beyond that.
It's something else entirely.
What's really fascinating to me is the level of detail that AI can actually process. Think about it. It's not just looking at, oh, you watch a lot of thrillers. It's going deeper, like analyzing the emotional arcs within those stories, the things that really resonate with you. Could be themes, character types, even just subtle things like the pacing of the story, what holds your attention, And the result is potentially entertainment that's actually tailored to you, your individual preferences.
Right. So my experience watching a movie is different from yours.
Could be, yeah. Or playing a game, experiencing a story, it could all be very different from what someone else experiences.
Wow, that's wild. So it's going way beyond, like you said, oh, you watched a thriller last week. Here's another thriller.
Right.
It's more like, okay, why did you like that thriller? Let's figure that out.
It's trying to get to the why.
It's a much more nuanced approach, right?
For sure.
I mean, we see some of this with the recommendation engines now, like on Netflix and stuff.
We're seeing the beginnings of it, yeah.
But this sounds like a whole other level.
Oh, yeah, this is next level.
And, if we connect that to like the actual creative process itself, it's wild to think AI might not just be curating what's already out there. It could be actually assisting in creating new narratives.
Absolutely.
So like imagine, AI tools that could be helping writers, helping them explore storylines, maybe generating different dialogue options.
That's the thing, right? Because AI can tap into this huge understanding of what's grabbing audiences' attention right now.
Yeah. And not just in a general way, but on a really specific level. Right?
Absolutely. Granular level. Like, what are the specific themes, the emotional beats, the dialogue styles that are resonating? AI can potentially analyze all of that.
It's almost like having a superpowered brainstorming partner.
Yeah, I like that.
Right. That's tapped into the collective consciousness of like everyone who consumes entertainment.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're talking about AI tools like, OpenAI's GPT and stuff.
Right.
For someone who might not be like super familiar with that, how does it actually work when we're talking about creating content like stories and scripts?
So these large language models, right? They're trained on huge data sets. Text, code, all sorts of stuff. And that lets them understand context and even generate new text that fits a specific prompt or a style.
Wow.
So let's say you're a screenwriter. You could give the AI a basic scene outline and ask it to generate different dialogue variations.
Interesting.
Explore different ways the characters could interact, or even suggest some plot twists based on the themes you're going for.
That sounds like it could be a really powerful tool to get past writer's block.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Or explore directions in the story that, you might not have thought of right away.
It opens up creative possibilities, and we're already seeing something similar in the gaming world, right? With procedural content generation.
Oh, totally.
Think about those massive open world games where you can just explore forever.
Yeah.
Often a lot of that world isn't painstakingly designed by hand. It's actually being generated on the fly by algorithms.
It's crazy how much detail there is.
Right, and it allows for that huge scale and also that replayability. You can play the game multiple times and have a different experience. Now, imagine applying that concept to other forms of entertainment,
Interesting.
interactive movies or series, where like the narrative actually branches based on the choices you make, you know?
Wow.
It could offer multiple different endings, and for you, the viewer, it's a way more immersive experience, a way more personal journey.
Yeah, that's really cool. A story that really reacts to your choices. Okay, so AI is impacting how stories are developed and how they actually play out. What about like the visuals, the look of things?
Oh, that's another area where AI is making huge strides. I mean, we're talking about visual effects, VFX being made way more efficient.
Right.
And this could mean, lower costs, faster production times, especially for movies or shows that depend on like really complex visuals.
Yeah, because those big sci-fi and fantasy movies, those things can take years to make.
Oh, absolutely. A big part of that is the visual effects, just how complex they are.
Right.
But AI algorithms, they can actually automate a lot of those really fiddly, intricate tasks involved in creating VFX.
Wow.
And the sources actually mention DeepMind's AI being used specifically for that to enhance the realism in visual
So
effects.
it's not just about making things look cool, it's about making them believable.
Exactly. Creating a world that really draws you in, immerses you in the story.
Right, right. So AI is behind these incredible visuals we see on screen, and it's potentially making them easier and cheaper to create.
Exactly.
So more productions can, take advantage of them. And this isn't just for live action stuff, right? What about animation?
Oh, good point. AI-powered animation tools are starting to emerge, and these could be huge, boosting creativity, but also making the whole process of creating animation way more efficient.
Right, right.
Whether it's feature films, series, even just like independent animated shorts, it's a game changer.
It sounds like AI is involved in nearly every stage of bringing entertainment to life.
It's getting there, yeah.
But it's not just about creating the stuff. It's also about understanding how people are reacting to it, right?
Oh, that's a crucial point. Imagine you could like instantly understand how audiences are feeling about a new movie or show.
Yeah, like real-time feedback.
Exactly. That's where AI-powered sentiment analysis comes in. These technologies can analyze massive amounts of data, like from social media, to gauge the overall emotional
It
response.
was like a giant always-on focus group.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So, creators get these really valuable insights. They can see what's working, what's not landing.
Exactly. And that could lead to, content creation that's more responsive to what audiences actually want.
Right. So creators can actually adjust things based on that feedback.
Potentially, yeah.
Wow. Okay, we talked about personalization, understanding those audience reactions. Now, what happens if you combine AI with like really immersive tech, like VR?
Oh, that's where things get really exciting. Because when you combine AI and VR, you open up possibilities for experiences that are truly dynamic and adaptive. Like AI can analyze how you're interacting in a virtual environment.
So how I'm moving, the choices I make, that kind of thing.
Exactly. Even potentially your physiological responses. And then it can adjust the environment in real time based on that.
Wow. So the VR world is reacting to me specifically.
In a way, yes, it leads to this much more personalized sense of immersion. Think of VR games that can adjust the difficulty based on your skill level,
Oh, that's cool.
or VR stories that change based on what you do, the paths you take.
That sounds amazing. It's
Okay.
not just watching anymore, it's actually being a part of that world.
Exactly.
And the world is alive. It responds to you. Okay, so we've talked a lot about AI as this tool that's like enhancing the entertainment we already have.
Right.
But it's not just that, is it? There are artists out there actually collaborating with AI to make new things.
That's a really interesting trend we're seeing. Human artists working directly with AI in all sorts of fields: music, visual arts, even writing.
Wow.
And this isn't about replacing human creativity, it's about exploring this new partnership, combining the strengths of humans and machines, and seeing what happens.
Right, like pushing the boundaries of art and creativity.
Exactly. And the sources even talked about this AI created painting that sold for a lot of money,
Yeah, that was crazy.
like $432,500 at auction. And it really shows that people are starting to recognize and value AI's role in creativity.
Yeah. It raises some interesting questions, though, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Like, what is art? What does it mean to be an artist in this age of intelligent machines?
Yeah, those are big questions. And it makes you wonder what completely new art forms we might see because of this collaboration between human imagination and AI.
It's exciting to think about.
Okay, so there's one more concept that I want to touch on.
Okay.
The sources brought it up, and it sounds like something straight out of a movie. Predictive casting. What is that?
It does sound kind of futuristic, but the idea is that AI could analyze all the data we have on actors, audience preferences, even box office numbers from different movie pairings, and all that data could potentially inform casting decisions.
Wow. So, like, AI could suggest which actors would be the best fit for a particular role.
Potentially, yeah. Because AI can see patterns and connections that humans might miss.
Right.
It could be used to make those casting choices more data-driven.
That's fascinating. Can really shake things up. And,
Well,
to put all of this in context, it's important to remember, right? This field is built on the work of so many researchers and innovators.
oh, absolutely.
The sources highlight some key figures and milestones, in how we got here.
Right. I mean, figures like Dr. Fei-Fei Li, their work has been instrumental in advancing AI research, and
Sure.
that research is what makes all these entertainment applications possible.
Yeah.
And then you have companies like DeepMind and OpenAI. They're really at the forefront developing the AI technologies that are driving this whole evolution.
Right. And we've seen some really interesting early examples of AI, like actually creating content.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like the 2016 short film Sunspring. Do you remember that one?
Oh, yeah, Sunspring. That was written entirely by an AI.
Yeah, it was wild. It definitely got people talking. It showed, even in those early stages, the potential that AI had for creating narratives.
It definitely did.
Well,
Okay, so if we zoom out, look at the big picture, what's the overall impact of AI on entertainment?
mm.
And, what does it mean for you, the listener?
I think the key takeaway is AI is going from being just a tool to becoming a partner in the whole creative process. It's personalizing things in ways we never imagined, it's making production more efficient, and it's opening up all these possibilities for interactive, immersive experiences.
Yeah, and for you listening, this means you're going to experience these changes firsthand. The movies, shows, games you'll be enjoying, they'll likely be tailored to you, potentially more interactive,
Absolutely.
and there will be visual and narrative innovations, a lot of them driven by AI.
For sure. You can expect to see more personalized recommendations, game worlds that are more dynamic, stories that change based on your choices. And those visual effects, they're going to keep getting more and more sophisticated, blurring the lines between what's real and what's not.
It's really exciting. Well, this deep dive has definitely shown us just how much potential AI has to completely transform entertainment. And this field is evolving so
Oh,
fast.
yeah, it's moving quickly.
So it really makes you think, what's
It
next?
does. And it brings up a question for you to consider, as you go about your day. Given the potential that AI has to make entertainment so personal, so unique to you, what are the exciting things that could happen? But also, what are the challenges we might face and how we connect with stories, with art, with everything?
That's a great point to think about. It really makes you consider the future of entertainment and how we'll be a part of it. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI and entertainment.
It's been a pleasure.
This journey is really just beginning, and we encourage you to stay curious about what comes next.
Absolutely. Stay curious.
Thanks for listening.
See you next time.